that somebody very close to me recently texted me and said, I can't wait until this. What was it? Somebody texted me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't remember offhand exactly how it went. It was like, I can't wait until this thing masquerading as the Catholic Church.
Let me look it up.
Let's see the text. Because Rob had gone to a Novus Ordo that just infuriated him. And he had a melancholic dump, and he sent me a text that I was like,
I cannot wait for the gay monstrosity that is currently LARPing as the Catholic Church dies an ignominious death.
Okay, so here's my question to you.
Not the best text to send on Easter.
Yeah, here's my question to you though. Like, I know you always say like I'm blackpilling, right, and all that, but if you, I think something intuitive in you knows that's true what you texted.
Well, I wouldn't text if I didn't think it was true.
So intuitively, you know that's actually true on some level. Like this thing, like whatever this is, it's got the bells and whistles of Catholicism in some way, right?
Well, it's like what they say about progressivism will wear your religion as a skin suit or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like there is something wearing the Catholic Church as a skin suit.
Yeah. So I don't see how you can't see what we're going through as what the Catechism talks about in paragraph 675, that the church will follow our Lord. Like our final thing was going to be the church is going to follow our Lord into his passion, death, and then there'll be a glorious resurrection. Now we could debate, does the resurrection happen like right away or things like that? But like, I
simply don't think this is the end.
That's fine, but like I don't know how long that period lasts. Like if there's a resurrection, you would think that resurrection period is a decent amount, right? But the thing that we're looking at right now does need to die in order for there to be a resurrection,
for sure.
So I'm kind of just in the position where I just want to accelerate the process. Like I don't want to drag it. I don't want a mediocre compromise pope.
Yeah, I agree.
I really don't. I don't want a mediocre compromise. Look, and the thing is,
here's the thing though. I wouldn't mind one that gives us the Latin Mass back for at least a few years where I can raise my kids in it.
Yeah, I know. That's the hard part.
You know, like because I'm telling you right now, like driving 4 hours round trip when we can to the TLM, and then maybe sometimes go to the Novus Ordo when we can, it's not working. You know what I mean? Like it's not
too far
spiritually healthy for my kids. It's not going to work long term. So either give us the Latin Mass long enough where I can raise my kids, or let's burn it all the F down like right now.
Yeah.
So that, I don't know.
It has to happen, Rob. That's the thing. Like, I understand the position you're in. I get it. It's like you're worried about the spiritual health of your children. So I understand your hesitancy. You're kind of like, you're in two worlds. Like the Catholic instinct in you is like burn it all down, but the father in you is like, no, I want my children to have the Catholic faith and be able to experience the Catholic faith. It's a rough situation to be in. Rob, if there is a collapse of the church that is coinciding with the cusp of World War III, what are the odds it's not the end?
The odds are better it's not the end than it is the end. And I say that mostly just because I think we're at the end of Holzhauser's fifth age of the church, right? The fifth age started with the Reformation, and it's going to end with more or less like the great apostasy and some sort of global calamity where what will rise will be, you know, what a lot of people call the great monarch and the holy pope, but some sort of resurrection of the church. And that will be the sixth age. However long that is. I mean, the fifth age has been from 1500 till now, so 500 years. The previous four ages were from, 33 AD to 1500, so they're each about 300 to 400 years. So who knows how long the sixth age is going to be? Could be a few hundred years until the end of the sixth age, which is the end, right? And the seventh age is the millennium.
So, all right. Well, JD, we didn't miss your super chat. We'll get to it. Because I want to talk to Rob about this for a sec. So, okay, so that's a possibility. Like, listen, all the things we're talking about are speculative. Like, all of it's guessing, right? Like, it's not like that's why it's actually okay to have a difference of opinion on this, because there's no way to know which one of us is right. I just don't see how what we're going through is not the passion of the church at this point, especially if we're going to get another progressive pope. Like, it has.
Well, of course, you say that now because you haven't seen what comes after yet, right? Of course, we haven't. That's the future.
Yeah.
But I think all the people who have lived through previous bad times in the church at the time were telling themselves, "This is the worst it's ever been. It can't get worse."
Maybe, yeah, no. Yeah, okay, but.
And I'm not saying that we're not at a point
yeah.
that isn't worse than it's ever been, because I do think it is.
Yeah.
But let's not kid ourselves and say there's no way it could get worse than this. So this.
Oh no, it could get way worse. It's going to get way worse.
Well,
That's
right.
what I think. I think it's going to get way worse. But I think of the symbolism of okay. So there's a few things. One is that there's no more Holy Roman Empire at all, and there's not even any claimants to it. Okay. So, like, when
there
you
are
talk about the
claimants.
Catechism,
I mean, they're definitely pretenders,
very far removed, but I guess so. But there's no Holy Roman Empire anymore at all, and the Catechism, all the fathers saw the Catechism as something to do with the Roman Empire. Right now, the church does take the place of the Roman Empire, like the church is the new Rome, but there's something about Paul VI laying down the papal tiara. And then the subsequent popes we've had since, just kind of a further and further degradation. Now, I'm not saying it can't get way more degraded and that can't be stretched over a course of years, because I'm sure the people in the time of the council, I'm sure Lefebvre thought he was living through the end, and it's gone on another 60 years since he's gone.
I don't think he did. I don't know that for sure, though. But
I'm saying, I mean, what he was watching, the Pope in Assisi worshiping foreign gods, essentially. Like, there's no way he wasn't thinking apocalyptically.
Yeah, you have to realize Anthony always covers every side of the issue. So whenever it happens, he can point back and say, "See, I was right."
He's not wrong. No, listen to me. Here's what it is. I'm working these things out in my head, right? So I'm bringing them to the show as I'm working them out in my head. Now, I'm also very amenable to people when they're on. I've seen Anthony
switch back in literal minutes too. I've seen him chain smoke 4 cigars and had 8 different positions on the same subject, all in 2 hours.
Listen, you're not wrong. I'm not denying it.